Brian Windhorst and Ramona reporting Kawhi expected to miss tonight's Game 5 with that knee injury. Also said his status for the rest of the series is in doubt. Rashard, what do you make of this news?
I mean, obviously, this is devastating. And I was on the air yesterday on our various shows. The question was, are the Clippers in control of this series now after evening it up at 2 apiece? And I said no. And one of the reasons was, one of the many reasons was Kawhi's knee. We don't know. And obviously, right after the game, Kawhi, Ty Lue, everyone was saying it was fine. But knowing his history, knowing he had taken himself out of the game the last 4 minutes, you had to think, okay, this could be something serious. And apparently it is. And this is devastating. The Jazz are winning this series. If Kawhi Leonard cannot play, and there's not another player on that team, even without Paul George, who's great himself, if Kawhi was there, I would still give them a shot. Without Kawhi Leonard, they're losing the series. If he's out for the rest of the way, they're losing Game 5 for sure if he misses that one.
Well, listen, the Clippers were already in the position of they were going to have to win one game in Utah, which, by the way, since Kawhi and Paul George have joined the Clippers, they have not won a single game in Utah. So that was going to be a tough challenge at full strength. I got to say, I'm going to be, candid here, Brandon. I love the NBA, obviously. The NBA playoffs are my favorite 2 months of sports of the year. These NBA playoffs, there's no asterisk, there's nothing like that. But this just sucks, man. We got, let's go up and Anthony Davis injured. LeBron banged up going into it. Chris Paul, all of a sudden, he got hurt, he came back, now he's in COVID protocols. The one healthy team out west had been the Clippers. Well, nope, not anymore. Mike Conley, by the way, not playing. Nobody seemed to care or be talking about it. Out east, Joel Embiid's playing on a torn meniscus. The Nets, Kyrie's out. They bring Harden back. He's on one leg. I don't know about you guys. I'm sitting here watching Durant play all 48 minutes and anxious for him. Anxious for him going into Game 6. Like, geez Louise. We're talking about how great he is. The whole thing is just guys getting hurt.
So
this is brutal, man.
There's been a lot of discussion over the last couple years about load management and workload, and maybe the NBA should scale back. Now, obviously, it was a shortened offseason, and then they're coming off the bubble shortened off season, then they're starting up this season. So there's a lot more to it. So maybe that discussion is back on the forefront again, where we're looking at maybe it is a little too much. Maybe we need to look at it. These back-to-backs and traveling all over the country for the months they do, it seems to be a lot. So hopefully they look at it and see what ways they can get better. But here's the deal. I'm gonna tap into my player mode right now for the Clippers. Devastating. Bouchard, you already said that. Nick, you said it. This crushing. They fought to get back. So less than a 7% chance to come back from an 0-2 deficit. They did that against Dallas. They did that against Utah. Now, as an organization, you look at your star player, you're like, man, sorry, man. Like, this sucks. This is brutal. It's brutal for you. It's brutal for us. And now you got to go say, okay, next man up. Paul George, you just had a back-to-back 30-point games. Now this is your moment. This is your time to turn that playoff P to playoff P.
That's right.
Like, let's go. You just saw Durant do it. So this is a huge opportunity for him. There's nothing you have nothing to lose. We are all going to say that you have no chance. So for me, this is a great opportunity for the Clippers, specifically playoff P.
It's a great call. More first things first after the break.